Hello,
Hi.
everybody. Hey, it's Gangsta Ghost. It's the Big Bad Mama. And in the chat, we have the Missing Mod. And they're lining up for the first race of the season. And the bets are on.
Hi, Big
It's
Bad
like,
Mama.
Hi.
Sorry about Wesley earlier.
Oh, that's okay. My phone died. I wasn't going to leave, but um, yeah, I mean, what can you say?
I need to tell you
well,
something.
we know, look, there's issues and, there's
Yeah.
provocation that gets there, all sorts of things. So you
Uh,
don't have to worry. It's not your
Normally,
problem. Yeah.
I never kick someone. I don't have the heart to, but this case I had to because I felt bad for Mark.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to feel bad. I mean, Claude is going to have his show anyway, and your show is going to be shorter, so it doesn't. Yeah, who cares? Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
And when I've finished my show, you can you can go on, you can do another one too, because we're all working together here and a part of an extended family, it's like. And occasionally when you have families you have fights.
Right.
uh, what do you do if Wesley Cole said to you, "Gnash your teeth, Allah"?
I wouldn't care. That's kind of
Yeah,
stuff doesn't bother me.
yeah, we know there are issues, so we you know,
I don't. I don't. I don't care if somebody calls me really any name. I mean, I've been called so many names by Hovind's people that it just, you know, I don't even react anymore.
Uh, yeah, he was refusing to call Mark by his name and just called him Allah.
I heard that. Yeah.
but that's something going on inside his head that we don't understand, that you have to think that, don't you?
Yeah.
It wouldn't normally, yeah.
Wesley,
And I'm sure
even
Mark knows that too. And we,
yeah.
we all know that. And you can disarm the situation. You can make it worse. You know.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
even Wesley admitted on his show before that he's schizophrenic, I think.
Well, there's something going.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
we just
don't. What's that, Claude? Go ahead.
yeah. So we sort of understand that too. And you had a very good interview with him, Big Bad Mama, because you knew what buttons not to press. And we had an
Right.
interesting time.
But when Wesley just came on there, he Mark was trying to be nice, but was already mad at Mark.
Well, that's a sign of that sort of, that thing that happens in your mind. So, yeah, you can't, you can't rationalize it.
Oh, I need to tell you,
R-
uh, do you seen the video the other night where Kent Hovind had an interview with Matt Slick?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Oh, I don't know. I did. I didn't see the whole thing, but I just don't. I just don't like Matt Slick. So
No,
it's hard for me to watch him. He's so smug.
And
slick is a perfect name.
Right. Right.
it was crazy how he treated Christian. He acted like a big kid.
His daughter is a pretty outspoken atheist, Matt Slick. It's kind of funny.
You can
Like,
understand why. I had only come across him the first time, and I tell you, I wasn't impressed.
No, no.
And we do not. I don't see how anybody would sort of come to love the Lord after listening to him. And in fact, that's the case with most of these people. When the way they talk, why would you want what they're having? It's it's not to say that there aren't people that you do. And there's some people come on this show, and yeah, they're very sincere and genuine people. And if I was ever going to be converted, which I'm not, but if I ever was, it's not going to be from these clowns, you know.
No, it's going to be from just a nice person who's a Christian or whatever religion that you're.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
going to be one of these charlatans that are basically in it to make money, ultimately.
Uh-oh.
hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hey,
Hello,
Captain
I
Jack,
come in peace. I come in peace.
Is your
shoot
new
to
name
kill.
Nasher T. Follow.
You know, it's funny because what is it, that Klingon song from the Star Trek? We come in peace, shoot to kill, shoot to kill.
Right.
Do you know that one?
Mark.
Star Trekkers across the universe.
Yes, man. Always
Mark.
going forward, we can't find reverse.
It's a classic.
Mark, I was just joking.
I know.
Oh, we don't, look, we're having a fun show today. You know, there's Klingons on the starboard bow, and we don't want them to take over. So I must say, I just had to raise the issue on the show with Mark Reed appeared the other day with the Kent, and I mean the introduction. I've just put a clip up of the show, and Stephen is in full suck up mode. You know, it's just incredible. The greatest creationist who has ever lived. Guess who that
Oh
is?
my God.
One guess, according to Stephen.
Mark Stone.
One. There, you're being funny.
Oh,
Well,
sorry.
Stephen, on a different note, Stephen has said that I'm one of the greatest biblical scholars that he's ever known, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, okay. We won't comment any further.
It's been a
And of
while
course,
since he said that, but yeah.
and remember, Achilles has also said that Kent is the greatest. Was it the second greatest Christian next to Christ or something like that? It's just
Something like that.
incredible stuff. So that got me off on an interesting footing. And then, you know, once again, I do find Mark Reed's explanations very, very good. You know, you don't have to agree with them. Well, I probably do, but just for the sake of this discussion, it doesn't matter whether you agree with him or not. His explanations are excellent.
Well, he debates in good faith too. He doesn't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
like an ulterior motive to convert people to a religion. He's just sharing the facts as he knows them.
Yeah, so I did really much enjoy him. I thought, oh, he's you know, so clear in his explanations, and of course and I love how when Kent, if he gets a bit flustered, he'll say one topic at a time, even though he's raised many himself. And
Right.
then Mark says back to him, oh, one topic at a time, Kent. One topic at a time. And that really rubs it in, and you can feel, even though you can't, you know, you can feel over the internet, the waves or whatever, Achilles getting more and more angry if he doesn't have control. Can't stand. I think you might have said to me, Big Ben Mama, if he doesn't have control, and when he has control, he's like a person. When you at school, you have some people appointed to be
Hall monitors.
Yeah, a hall monitor or a prefect, I think we say.
Right.
Yeah. So, and prefecture sort of thing. They're like mini policemen. And, you know, you give a person that little bit of power and, oh my, they throw it around. And I thought he threw it around at you too, didn't you, Big Bad Mum, and said something about something sideways or whatever.
Yeah, he was blocking me a little bit, timing me out, but I don't think he blocked me completely.
Mark Ness is here.
Oh, Mark Ness.
Who's that?
Oh, hi everyone.
One of our friends.
Hi, Mark Ness. How are you going?
Oh, I'm all right. Got off work a while ago, and I saw that.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you've gone quiet. Yeah.
Relation to Mark.
Hello, Markness.
Tony?
Oh,
Probably not.
Mark Ness, your
okay, you
volume
guys
has
hear me all
gone
right?
quiet. Yeah.
Yeah, there you are.
Here you go.
Mark Ness always makes great comments on
sorry.
our videos.
We can hear you. You're good.
Markness with the madness.
I see someone called OK. Oh, yes, Magnus, carry on. I see many of your comments, Magnus, but what's happening is at the moment you're, what is it, roboting? You're chopping in and out. So maybe your connection not so good, but I love your comments.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you see the section after Hovind left where Bubblegum came on?
Yeah.
That was very strange. Bubblegum asked him if he was on. Asked Mark Reed if he was on the spectrum, and it was just so bizarre and uncalled for.
Who is Bubblegum? Can someone tell me who Bubblegum is?
Bubblegum Gun is he worships chaos, and he's a polytheist. So he believes in all the gods.
Oh my God.
He's also very adversarial to those who accept Darwinian evolution.
Right. He believes every breed of dog was created a special creation.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So Chihuahuas were created straight off to annoy Kent.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, the first time I saw him was in a debate with AJ, and he was very smug and condescending towards him. Like right off the bat, he was just like smirking and being very adversarial. And he immediately just struck me as a jerk.
Yeah.
Was that Bubblegum and LPP versus AJ and Snake?
Possibly so.
I think Bubblegum and Sea Science versus Aiden.
Oh gosh, that ended in complete chaos.
There it is.
No pun intended.
Right.
He breathes in chaos.
That's true.
Well, sometimes chaos just rules the day.
Sorry for the audio issues earlier. Like, I had to close out like the video because it was playing in another tab, and so hopefully that fixed the clipping issue.
Yeah, you sound good.
Oh, thank you. I'm kind of new to this, so
yeah, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you on a stream before, I don't think.
No, it's great.
I've been in the comments, but I've never really spoken. But I feel like it was time to do so.
Good. You're always welcome.
Well, thank you. It's also good to talk to some like-minded people as well.
Yeah, and the good thing on this show, we do have a range of people. We have Christian people, and we have atheist people, and we have probably people who don't know what they are. And the fact is, we can have good discussions on here, so that's good. We like it, and we have fun, and people don't get too serious.
Oh yeah. Whenever I'd see like the creationists like have their videos, like they fight among themselves. It's hilarious.
Totally.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I think we saw some of that earlier.
This is a strange concept to me. What are you talking about? Christians fighting among themselves, please.
Mark wants to fight right now.
No, I said I come in peace. I shall remain in peace.
Well, I live in the Bible Belt, and if you're a Baptist, you hate Catholics.
It's crazy. Like Kent hates Catholics.
They think they're not real Christians and blah 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 and stuff like that. I don't mean that all Christians fight each other. It's just how a good number will fight amongst themselves, and I just roll my eyes at it.
Yeah. Do you know OK Boomer Lady? I'm not sure who that is. Can you tell me, Big Bad Mama? OK Boomer Lady. Put a comment.
I think she or he is cool, from what I remember.
Yes. Because he says, my brother is a retired Mennonite pastor. I am an atheist who studied religion as an anthropologist. We're good. It can be done. Chocolate can help. Well,
yes, chocolate can help.
That's a great comment.
It just reminds me, of the Amish lady who was banned. When they ban them and reject, what do you call that? What did they get closed off?
Excommunicated.
Excommunicated. Yeah. Well, it reminds me of the Amish woman who was excommunicated. You know why? Too Mennonite. Too- Sorry, I had to say that.
Oh,
Oh, that's
yeah.
bad.
Where's my
Claude has got the
soundboard?
bad jokes today. Too many. Do I have to explain it?
No,
No.
you don't have to explain it.
No.
It's two.
You
or
can if you
two.
want to, though.
Shunned. Yeah, Tubian shed the word is shunned. Yeah. And Missing Mod says she doesn't hate Catholics, and I know that that's the case. But when I come on some of the shows, with Kent, when he does that Hail Mary full of grapes, it was and swinging beads. I can remember when I was a kid at school, that sort of thing being said between Catholics and Protestants, and I thought it was so childish. It's just
Still
stupid.
is.
Sure, they have some differences, but it's not the be all and end all of
Claude,
everything.
you know what?
Yes.
Kent called Father Charles a fat Catholic.
Fat Catholic.
Yes. I wondered what he was
Oh, wow.
thinking. Because Father Charles is not, well, we don't know. I haven't had him reveal his stomach on the show ever, but he could well be. He could, but I don't think so. He doesn't look at when, from what we see at the top half. Oh dear.
That was so funny. It made Father Charles laugh, made him cry, laughing.
Robin says he doesn't hate Catholics, but he wonders why people support an organization that has protected. Yeah. I mean, there are a number of organizations that have protected that too, and it's terrible the things that have happened. So there's no excuses for it. But I guess for them, their faith and belief that overcomes that. It's a bit like Kent when he supports those predators at DAL. He just won't see anything, won't say anything said against them. Which is pretty bad.
And he complains about what's in other people's yards, but doesn't look at his own.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, he needs to cut his grass.
Claude, I think we need to cover these at some point. Cover these Cindy videos that she's been making about our Noah's Ark video.
Yes. Well, should we talk about that? Because that would be an interesting thing. Yeah. You might have to lead that discussion a bit because I've sort of seen bits, but as I've been on the road
Well,
again.
I need to watch them first, but why don't we save that for the future? Yeah.
Yes, we'll do it another day.
We'll do it another day. I think I saw part of the first one. So
why does not knowing about something stop you commenting on it? I mean, that's what happens on Proverbs, guys.
That's true. I had a talk with Cindy the other day. I think it was on Mark's channel. And yeah, she was one of the people on there. And she goes, I can see you didn't watch my part 2 of my video. And I said, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't.
Well, it sort of does. Yeah, that's a different side. There's I sort of put Cindy into two different categories. The one is the Kent ex-wife, and the other is her belief in various things that I don't believe in on science. So,
right.
I'm sorry that Ken abused her, but it's kind of sad that she still clings on to a lot of the YEC stuff, even when it's been debunked many times over.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, yeah, she's pretty vocal about it. I mean, she's released a lot of videos about YEC topics. So wow. I just think it'd be interesting for Claude and I to, since she responded to our video, I think we need to respond to her video at some point. And she's also going to respond to our evidence for creationism video, Claude.
Right.
Which is good.
Also, Cindy was a creationist before she got mixed up with Kent too. So
we could maybe interview her. She could be one of the, because these, ever since you did the Wesley thing, and I know there's issues today, but it was the actual interview you managed to get was interesting. And so I would like to interview different people, maybe Cindy, maybe,
Hatred Reverend Billy.
Fairy. Yeah, the furry atheist. Truck driving Billy would be great too. There's a guy called the furry atheist. He dresses up like a dog.
Right.
Identifies the dog.
Dogs do produce, no, non-dogs can produce dogs. And
Don't you have an interview with him, Claude? Or
I'm trying to, but I put my when I put my email on his stream, and comments for him to contact me. Does YouTube cut that out? Does he get to see my email? Or?
ooh, I'm not sure. I mean, can you
Yeah.
go back and see it? Use one of your other accounts and go back and see if you can see it.
What do you mean?
What other accounts? What do you mean? What?
What do you mean? Oh my
Oh,
God!
excuse me. Sorry about that.
Sacre bleu!
Diplomat.
No,
Something
What
about a
about-
diplomat?
been good for evidence for creation. Mark
What's
Stone.
that, Logan?
Mark Stoney would have been good for that.
For what?
Evidence for creation.
Oh, in what context?
Like that show they had that was a couple months ago, right?
Yeah, it was a little while ago. I think it was Claude, myself, and was Deviant there?
Yeah. And that's the one where Dustin was under. It was great.
Right.
At first he was calm and he just snapped and went off on Claude but Claude wasn't even on there. He left to allow other people.
I guess I made more of an impact than I thought I did.
Dustin, you don't remember? He just snapped and went crazy on you.
Well, Claude's like, which time? I mean,
It was on that evidence for creation. When
I think I remember.
That other people on there, Dustin was talking to what's her Miss Outcast, and he just snapped and went for you. I'm so sorry about that, Claude.
Oh, was this the one, Logan, where we were kind of giving our presentation, and then all of a sudden Dustin appeared in the?
Not that one. That was the other one.
Oh, that was the other one. Okay.
Hey, Logan,
Yeah.
Gangster Ghost, if you say you're sorry once more, I'm going to wring your neck. You don't have to
right.
apologize for things
I mean,
that's not
okay.
your fault.
Oh,
But-
I was waiting for you to say sorry.
He
Right.
usually does. He usually
was
does.
waiting.
I was waiting for it too.
I was
Oh,
waiting for that,
sorry.
and then I was gonna.
Uh-oh.
I used to do that a lot myself. I guess it's a common thing for people on the autism spectrum to do.
Oh my God!
Mark, did you used to? Do you go by Mark or you're? I mean, I always call you Markinus because of how your name's written.
Well, my actual name is Mark, and I had a guitar teacher who actually called me Mark this one time, and it stuck.
Okay, yeah, I
So
like
it's-
that, Markinus.
It's a strong
Did you
name.
used to be in Hovind's chat?
Oh, I would appear in a lot of his videos, and I would just. Well, I've never really appeared in any of his chats. I would just go into a lot of the comments. And
Oh, the comment. Okay, just the comments. Yeah, I know. I've seen your comments around for a long time.
Oh yeah, I would see yours too, and
yeah, we were regulars on there.
Oh yeah. We were basically just going to battle with anti-intellectualism, weren't we?
Yeah.
And
There was some character named Flanders that was a regular too.
oh yeah,
Scientist Flanders.
oh yeah. That
I
was
just
funny.
love that show. Isn't he
Oh,
funny? Like Ned
oh,
Flanders always. Yep.
And Big Bad Mama, remember this guy called Big Richard? He would always like have these caps lock posts, and there was stuff like still not as bad as being atheist. It's stupid crap like
Big
that.
Richard, yeah.
I remember one time he said like, you guys like worshiping Marvel and DC comics and play Pokemon and stuff like that. And, wow, so ridiculous.
I like Marvel.
I wonder what happened to that guy.
And I wonder if maybe he was an alt for Kent or Matt Powell, because I think like once Kent's channel got purged, like maybe he rage quitted or something.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the guy called Not Evolution is still around.
Oh, that guy was such a moron. Like, do you know do you know what he said to me one time?
What?
He said like, you think your creator is a dot of nothing, and actually replied, no, my creators were my parents, and then someone actually gave me some thumbs up for that, and Not Evolution was like, your parents were your creators. I'm like, yeah, they had sex, and that's how I came into existence. You really think that? I'm like, of course, it's basic biology.
It's called procreation. So yeah, I think there's something to that.
Oh yeah, and after that,
Hey,
he
what
was
about
like,
Rob Fry?
oh yeah, he got scared of me after that.
What about that Rob Fry?
And also,
character?
if you defended Emma Thorne, they would accuse you of being gay or stuff like that. Even though Emma Thorne is not transgender, because she's for some reason they thought she was a man, and she was not.
Wait, who said Emma Thorne was a man?
Kent's cheerleaders, they would say
Right,
things
right.
like, oh, like Emma Thorne, you're gay and stuff like that. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Kent used to have these regular, and a lot of them have kind of disappeared, but Not Evolution is still there. But he had he had Not Evolution, and I'm trying to remember some of the other. Lupin was on one of them.
Lupin's been around that long.
Wolf Den.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Whatever happened to Level something Scoffer? I miss her. She was on our side.
Oh, okay. John Torres, he's been around a long time. There was like Mr. Scientist or something, or Mr. Science.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
God,
yeah, it's funny that people used to collect on there.
Yeah, with the loss of Kent's original channels, we can't go back and look at some of the comments anymore. So it's unfortunate.
Right.
There were some ones I used to.
Yeah, I wish I screenshotted that stuff. At the time I didn't think it was important, but now I wish I kept actually screenshotted. Yeah.
I mean, I collected all that stuff into like my initial video.
I'm not sure who Abdullah is, but Abdullah says, I really wonder who Not Evolution is. Pretty sure it's someone at DAL, which it could well be. They've obviously been to
That's
school.
what the theory was. Yeah, Not Evolution is an older gentleman in his 70s. I do know that.
Oh, wow. I never would have thought.
Missing Mod says, I think she's a pretty girl. I hope she's a girl. Now, I'm not sure what she's referring to. Missing Mod.
Emma Thorne, maybe.
Emma. Yeah.
Ah, right. Yeah, tiny hands. Yes. Oh, you're way ahead of the play. I'm so behind on all this.
Sorry.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. So, who said sorry?
That was Big Bad Mama.
Me. That was me.
Big Bad Mama.
Missing Mod has also said something else. Where is? Oh, I can't find. Here we go. I'm going to. Put
Oh no,
this
is
up.
she going to stir up trouble again?
No. She says, "GG."
Sorry, Mod. You don't stir up any trouble.
Gangster Ghost is a
Never.
peacemaker, and I'm thinking, yeah, there's a piece of him here, there's a piece of him there, there's a piece of him everywhere. He's a peacemaker, all right.
Have you ever heard that superhero Peacemaker? Played by John Cena.
That was in a movie?
He was part of Suicide Squad, and he had a TV show.
Oh, okay. And was played by the wrestler?
Yeah. So you couldn't see.
Never saw it, I don't think.
Now, Mod says, I'm behind. No. I'm behind you, not you, La. And I'm thinking, yes, Missing Mod's say when she's right behind me, 50 miles behind me. The Claude is trying to be so funny today. Tubian thinks it's funny that people who said atheists don't know what a woman is didn't know a woman when they saw her.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's a good one.
That is very interesting.
That Count Dracula?
And Ken also
I will
gave
say
him a
this.
flack for being English.
We'll say this about Emma. She does look young, very young. I don't know how old she is, but she looks like she speaks way more mature than she appears, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Right.
But it's still she, obviously.
Missing Mod has got our back, way back. That's trying to copy my joke about the 50 miles behind you. Tell me, am I wrong? Or is no, don't tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm right. Achilles is getting worse and more stroppy and dictatorial, or am I just imagining it because it blocks me all the time?
He said the other day that he's putting all of his efforts into catching the ark that is leaving. He didn't go into detail what that meant, but I imagine he's too busy to focus on reasoned argumentation and rationality.
Is it that Ken Ham arc?
Who?
Ken Ham's arc.
Oh, well, I was not aware that it was leaving anytime soon. So I don't know. He just didn't go into detail.
Ken Ham's already had an insurance claim for flood damage. That's true.
Right.
You can't make this stuff up.
Pretty,
it's good.
It's ironic. The irony.
I hate how he tried to. He claims that like Darwin influenced Nazism and communism and blah 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 and all that. And Kent and Napow obviously took that and ran with it without realizing that Hitler was anti-Darwin.
Yeah. He just says whatever he thinks, and
so was Stalin. I mean, Stalin was into Lysenkoism.
Lamarckian. Oh yeah, he was also a fan of Monet Lamarckian evolution. Sorry if I accidentally cut you off, Big Bad Mom.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, good to know. But Lysenkoism and Lamarckianism, those were what Stalin stood for. And he was anti-Darwinian evolution. And so was Mao.
When they were talking to Achilles that one night, sound like they were calling him Hercules.
Well, it's another, if Achilles, because nowadays you can choose your gender, if he decided, was he a woman, would Achilles become Hercules? Do I have to explain everything? Do I have to explain everything?
We're laughing.
They already called him Hercules.
You're not laughing hard enough. Anyway.
Hercules.
So, but I do find it funny how he takes everything Kent says and runs with it and goes even to be one better. But they won't discuss the flat earth. They won't discuss that. And even though I see one or two people have tried to provoke it, no, nothing happens.
I did ask him before, what if the earth is triangle shaped?
Missy Mod says he's sexy.
Who's this, me?
No, Achilles.
He says, no, he is doing fine. That's me, Greg. Greg, the great thing. He's doing fine. He's highly emotional in nature. This is Claude.
I don't think so, Claude. I don't want to burst your bubble here.
You chicks dig that because people like him are romantic. That's me. You mean, is that who you mean this is Achilles she's talking about?
I'm afraid so, Claude.
Oh no.
Are you going to be okay?
I thought Kent was really rude towards Mark Reed, and especially getting his accent wrong.
Yeah, his British accent.
Yeah, and speaking one time, Kent actually thinks the word Australopithecus means ape from Australia.
Did it really?
Oh yeah, he said they call it Australopithecus from from Australia, and it's just like, no.
Oh, you got to find me that clip.
Yeah, if I ever come across it, I'll immediately send it to you.
Cool.
Yeah, because it's so embarrassingly bad, and it just shows that he has no understanding of Latin at all.
Claude used to
Greek
turn
and
me on to
Latin,
some
that
really
is.
good clips until he started making his own content.
Oh, I still turn you on to some of them
I'm
because
kidding.
some
I'm
are
kidding.
beyond me. Anyway, you get more views than me. Not that it's a competition. Nah.
No, we're all doing
Right.
good. We're all doing good.
You said French is a Latin language, so technically you're Latino. Is that true?
Claude, that's for you.
Sorry, am I Latino? Well, yeah. But we often think of more the Spanish people as Latino, having a Latino temperament, which means they get very angry very quickly, and then they get over it and they're back to normal again.
Oh, okay. I looked my DNA test. I had Spanish and Portuguese.
Yeah, wow, that's good.
Cool.
Interesting.
Oh, Missing Mod is trying to cut and make up to me. Now, I said you would be slaying the girls if you'd get out and try. Well, if you'd let me out of the dungeon, I probably would.
You're not getting out of there after today.
I don't think so. Oh my goodness.
You have to be careful of that one guy, Steve Lynn.
Oh God, yeah.
He's
a creep.
Weird stuff he's going to hit you with. I don't know.
Hey, we have a special guest coming in here soon.
It's
Special
not Steve Lynn, is it?
Oh, no, way better.
Is Steve Lynn got a channel or something now?
No, well, he used to, but I mean, the only thing he ever posted was a Get Cindy video.
Is it still up, Mark?
I
Midnight
don't
video.
know.
The midnight one, visit to DAL. That was a fun one when he was driving the Jeep that he used the donations apparently to buy. So,
He walked into Hovind's house at like 3 a.m.
morning.
While Hovind was asleep.
What would happen if he went over there and lay by Kent and hugged and fall asleep with his arms?
Now, Captive Death says, Emma just covered Alien Demons. That's my kind of stuff.
Hi, Captive Death. That sounds interesting.
Achilleas would be into that too, with the different way they're transmitted, the sexually transmitted demons. Or who came up with that idea? Was that
that was Achilles?
Or Lupin? Yeah, right. Yeah, and then Lupin took it with both hands and ran with it. It was very interesting.
I know who the actual sexually transmitted demon is.
Yeah, it's Lupin.
Dustin thought it was Ryan.
Yeah, but Ghost, he was talking about another Ryan when he was saying that.
Oh,
he was talking. He wasn't. I don't know, but it wasn't Ryan from Proverbs, guys. I think. But he would keep saying, Ryan, I know that's you. Cut it out. Quit reading from the Necronomicon.
Ryan from Proverbs guy has some of the weirdest mannerisms. I don't know. It's intriguing to watch him on camera. He's always holding up different little tracts or a book or some kind of picture. It's just odd.
Sorry.
Sometimes at inappropriate times too. I mean,
he's repressed in some way. Someone is repressing his true nature. I think he's a nice guy, but
he's a very happy guy.
Yeah,
happy and gleeful and joyous.
Is he the one that got?
You might even say gay.
Yeah.
Hey, is he the one our special guest.
It's Aiden.
Aiden.
I told you we were in for a treat.
No, it's not Aiden. It's Dr. Hovind.
Oh, Dr. Hovind.
Hey, everybody, how's it going? Yeah, that's right. Dr. Drongo here. How's it going, everybody? Hope everything's going well over here. Never had a lovely day over at Dinosaur Adventure Scam. Let me just tell you, the donations are really rolling in. Thank you for the public attention you've been giving me, Big Bad Mama. Ever since that, I've been getting donations from all sorts of people. I got one from Joel Osteen just earlier today. So let me tell you, the money's really rolling in now.
You're welcome.
Can I ask
Soon enough, I'll be using Rolls-Royce Wraiths instead of side-by-sides to cruise around Dinosaur Adventureland at this rate.
You're selling one of the side-by-sides to buy another Jeep. You want to buy
He sounds like Sling
Jeep.
Blade.
Yeah, I'm imitating his throat clearing. I can.
He sounds like Yoda, honestly.
Now, Doctor, I know you have a very bad back.
Interpret the Bible, I will.
I know you have a very bad back. And you sacrifice your health to drive those side-by-sides and jeeps around on the tour. I mean, that is so sacrificial.
Well, that's right.
I mean,
That's right.
Others
Listen, Claude.
games.
Listen.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, either you got a choice, Claude, all right, as a minister, all right, as a person who's in charge of a group of basically God, if I'm being honest with you. I've got two choices. I could either cruise around in a rough side-by-side, probably made by some factory in Shandong, China, or I can roll around in a fine American-made Rolls-Royce Wraith with fine leather custom seating. Did you know, Claude, that if you pay enough money for Rolls-Royce, they'll actually make a seat that's custom contoured to your back? They do that.
Oh,
Did you know that? Of course you don't. You don't have a ministry. You wouldn't know anything about that. But yeah, it's a special feature just for real expensive Rolls-Royce buyers. And let me tell you, I got one lined up right around the corner. Big Bad Mama just has to put out a couple more shorts. Same with you, Claude.
Hayden,
I thought it was a supreme sacrifice.
It is. I mean, like the cows that died to make that fine leather chair, they certainly paid a sacrifice. So you're right. Italian leather. I just want to add that Italian leather because I'm really humble. Yes, Gangster Ghost. Go ahead.
Wesley was on the show earlier with Captain Jack Sparrow. He changes.
Well, now that you bring that up, yes, I am aware of that. I was made aware of that. Yes.
Yeah, he says he changed his name. Changed Mark's name to Allah. He said that's his new name now.
Well,
How many times did I correct him on what my name was?
Tons.
What was he doing it to be mean or something?
Yeah,
He's well, and I don't say this to diagnose him in any way, but he is a schizophrenic. He said so much, and he doesn't take his medicine. So there's that.
He keep on calling Nash your teeth, Allah.
He's an interesting character. I preferred it when he called me Darth Kermit, though, because that was actually creative.
Yeah.
Darth Kermit?
Yeah.
He came up with that?
Yeah.
Wesley. Yeah.
It is your destiny, Luke. Join the dark side, Luke. It is your destiny.
Now, Speed Roman says, Doc, he heard that you bought a brand new cherry picker. And Missing Mark says cherry pickers are an awesome tool. I don't know or a very useful tool. I don't know what she's talking about. Do you have any idea, Doc?
Yeah, a cherry picker is.
Excuse me, Mark. Excuse me. He was asking somebody with he's asking somebody with more than 2 brain cells to rub together. Mark. Excuse me. He's asking the doctor. And his opinion.
And I have an opinion on the matter.
Yeah, just step aside for a moment, Mark Stoney, and let someone with actual qualifications speak for a moment. But
yeah, a cherry picker is like a utility vehicle.
Banana guy.
Yes, but I don't want to know the real meaning of a cherry picker. I know that. I want to.
No. Listen. What I was going to say was, do you know in the script, Mark? Let me just tell you right now, all right? If you say one more word out of your mouth, I'm gonna get CPS over there again, all right? We're gonna have some
One
problems,
more
all right?
word out
That's
of
right.
your mouth.
Well, guess what? I'm sending them 5 times now. I'm sending them 5 times because, I'm a math teacher, and that was 5 words that came out of your mouth right there, Mark. I guarantee you. Anyways, what I was talking about related to the cherry picker, are you aware, Claude? I mean, you're probably not because you're a God hater, but are you aware of when Jesus cursed the olive tree?
Oh, no, I hadn't heard that one.
Yeah, and
Could you
the New
tell me?
Testament, there's a part where he curses the olive tree, and he suffers it not to live because it didn't bear fruit. So our ministry, having nothing but fruit, I mean, you have to have a cherry picker in order to get all of the fruit from our ministry because there's just so much coming out every single day. I mean, let me just tell you, the final wing on the Chris Jones Children's Hospital is almost complete. We're laying the final bricks on the Chris Jones Children's Hospital.
That's horrible.
Oh wow.
Is it true what you said?
What about the Brady Barham Institute for young
The
women's
Byram and
education?
Bowlin Family Counseling Services. That's right. Byram and Bowling Family Counseling. That's being powered by the Steve Lynn Solar Array. That's right.
Oh,
Well, I heard they're
Aiden,
making a movie about Stephen Bowl. It's called Bowlin for Hovindine.
Aiden, is it true if Mark
Yes,
was
hello.
Too
banned,
soon?
you would
Basketball
spam-
lessons with Matt Powell. How to play worse.
Is it true if
Yes.
Mark got banned, you would have started spamming Bible verses?
Oh, let me tell you, Ezekiel 3:27 was calling to me in that moment. All right, it was really speaking to me, and I needed to make sure that if Mark was banned, that everyone else knew about it.
Oh.
Great comfort.
Now,
Oh snap! The Banana Man is here.
Hi, this is Bananalope. How's everybody doing tonight?
Please don't
Banana, we
say.
haven't
Can I-
seen you
is
for
that
a
like-
while.
I always read about how Matt Powell had like a bananas backyard named Mr. Peel. Is that supposed to be Mr. Peel right there?
Well, that's his father. No, that's his father. Mr. Peel is his father. Okay, we don't call him Mr. Banana Loaf because maybe you weren't raised a proper human being with basic respect. But Mr. is actually a connotation of authority upon somebody. So maybe use that brain of yours that you think came from a monkey and try and apply it to some actual real world analytics. Okay, buddy? Thanks. Appreciate that.
It's Dr. Banana Loaf.
It didn't come from a monkey. It came from dust, okay? Came from
I'm
dust.
just
Yeah.
a banana.
Creationists are like we came from monkeys. How can we still have monkeys? And I assume if we came from dirt, why is there
I
still
don't believe
dirt?
in monkeys.
That's
Let me just ask you, Banana Loaf, was it your father or was it you that starred in Peanut Butter Jelly Time? And if it was you, are you still getting fat royalties off that?
Well, it was my great grandfather.
Oh, I
He
see.
was a
So you are
mosquito.
still directly descended. He was a mosquito. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, but he just became
Before
a
that, he was
banana
a
one
pine
day.
cone. Well, before that, he was a pine
Yeah.
cone. Yeah.
And
but
before
I'm
that,
just
he
a
was the
banana.
fish.
What do I know?
And a whale.
That's well, no, a whale came after fish. Sorry, I skipped a step. It's fish and then whale because let's be honest, Big Bad Mama, fish directly to pine cone. That's ridiculous. That's absurd. It goes pine cone before pine cone, whale, and then fish. There's a very clear transitionary period between
Right.
those two.
That's right. You're right. You're right.
Oh, Aiden, is it true that you believe Brett King's the common ancestor of manatees?
I've never shied away from that belief. Paul Zigo, who is one of the original, if not the original. No, I'd say what was his name? I can't think of it. Straight Dope was the original kinologist. And I did watch some of his videos at the time everything was going down. But I'm an acolyte of Paul Zigo, who's a more recent, relatively speaking, more recent kinologist, and he's been an invaluable resource to help determine everything there is to know, of course, about the matinee.
Oh, hi, Kent Hovind.
Dr. Hovind, I was going to ask, with you coming from a family of educators, right? Educators.
That's right.
And engineers. Forget that the educator was a kindergarten teacher and forget the engineer worked on an assembly line at Caterpillar. Do you think it's possible that maybe DAL could turn into a manufacturing plant for off-road vehicles and, support the ministry that way? They could build all the spare junk there.
It's crazy you brought that up, Claude, because I guess now that you, I need a moment.
Stay in character.
Take your time.
I'm trying. All right.
I imagine it must be difficult.
Now that. Hey, shut up, random guy. You think you came from a monkey? All right. Anyway, what I was trying to say was that I'm happy to announce that Dinosaur Adventureland, the actual millisecond after I die, is going to become the third largest lithium processing plant in Lenox, Alabama. It's crazy. It's going to be the third largest lithium processing plant in all of Lenox, Alabama. They're going to make an average of 3 AA batteries a year. It's going to supply 3/4 of the state of Alabama. It's truly amazing technological engineering, but I know that's a little bit above your pay grade. But yes, that's right. We're going to sell out to what was their name? Huingjing Gabon in China, and they're gonna take over the factory, and they're gonna make it a little Chinese enclave in the middle of America. But I mean, hey, they're gonna be paying me a bunch of that yuan or whatever nonsense monopoly money they got over there before I die. So whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Well, anything to support the ministry, to do God's work, and
that's right. That's right.
Could we send donations in, and will they get to the right place if we send them, or are they still being diverted by some of these previous guys?
Unfortunately, 98.7% of all donations have been diverted to Wang Dingjabong, according to our latest contract with them, unfortunately. But, it's, like 2% is still going towards us. So please buy some of our seminar DVDs. Please buy some of our creation content. And I'd like to think that my legacy is going to keep going after I die, because 2 or 3 of those Chinese slave laborers in that factory are probably going to see an image of Jesus at some point in their life. So I'd like to think that my legacy is going to be continued through those Chinese slave laborers.
Mr. Hovind? This is Hovind's Broccoli speaking. Do you have any questions for me?
I told you not to be... Broccoli, I told you to be quiet until the end of the broadcast. I told you.
Are you going to drizzle me with cheese like you did last night?
Broccoli? That's enough. Claude, can you mute him? Mute his mic. Shut him down. All right? One topic at a time. One topic at a time, Broccoli. All right? I'm talking about Wen Dingjabong and all of the amazing products that they're going to bring to America, and you want to talk about a bunch of nonsense.
Well, I really liked it when you put peanut butter on me and the pizza and just go to town in the middle of the night, and then suddenly you have babies. It's their favorite pastime, right?
This Broccoli does not speak for me.
Gangster Ghost.
Yeah.
I'm showing a second attempt to enter the stage, but you're already on the stage.
Okay, share the.
It's Brett Keane.
Are you trying to share something?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll add you and you can share it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brett Keane from God TV Radio. Make sure you check out my other channels, such as Games You Love here on YouTube, and also check out all my social medias. Links in the description situation. Anyways, what kind of bullshit are we talking about over here?
Do you know what this video really means? What do you think?
Drink that potion, and you'll never grow even 1 day older. Don't drink it, and continue to watch yourself rot.
What does that even mean?
Do you know what they're referencing there? Hold on, pause. Do you know what that's referencing?
What?
That's referencing Kent Hovind's friends' vitamin supplements.
Huh?
You need to take those every day. Make sure that you take them at least twice a day. Don't worry if you start getting dizzy. That's just the trace amounts of arsenic that are in there. It's perfectly fine.
Please rejoin.
Brad,
I have a white man.
weren't you upset that Kent didn't approve of you cussing a lot and stuff?
Riding on my back. Hey, Thor! Where's my mac and cheese?
Have you finally immersed yourself, Brett? Are you in your natural habitat at last?
Well, I never denied it, so why not embrace it?
I mean, I'm glad.
I've been a
I'm glad.
manatee all along. I had you all fooled from the start.
He was never even partially human. Oh my god.
That's right.
He was fully manatee.
Hey, Brett, were you part of Operation Infinite Walrus or something?
You dumbass.
Look, what Brett was doing in Fallujah in 1992 is Brett's business, okay? That's Brett's business.
Well,
it's not your business.
If you insist, I was writing a book called Eternal Undying Love. I think you've read it before, haven't you?
Best book, yes. I've done a reading of it. That's right, Brett. I have done a reading of Eternal Undying Love.
Thank you. Thank you. As you can see on Amazon from the reviews that were definitely not my sock accounts, my book is held in great esteem.
It's true. It's true. My favorites are Serpent's Cradle magazine. That's one of my favorites. And then when you look into Serpent's Cradle magazine, I'm sure you would.
You're just a militant atheist, and you're
welcome, Chuck Bill.
That's all there is to it.
Hey, shut up. Let Brett speak.
You're just a troll. You're a troll, Aiden.
Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry on stream, Brett. Please. Please.
Okay.
I've got a wife.
Be sure to check out Games You Love. Darn.
Justin make sure you read Justin's comment about his great-grandfather thought that bananas tasted like shit the first time he had one, so nobody told him to kill it.
Let me tell you, the amazing atheist situation came from a banana. Anyways, let me porn bomb your stream with the amazing atheist sticking a banana up his ass while he's dipping his balls in hot oil. Because that's what a totally straight person worries about more than 10 years after the video was actually released to the public situation. Like, he still has it to this day, and he still shows it to people. He distributes porn of the amazing atheist to other people.
Creepy.
It is. It really is. And the fact that it legitimately came out like over a decade ago. I was in, oh God, I might have just started middle school when that video got leaked online and the amazing atheist got made a fool out of. I was in like grade 7. And I've been graduated now for like 4 or 5 years. And he's still going on about it.
Hey guys, what did I miss?
Oh man, you missed a lot, Mark. The Brett came by.
Oh really?
Banana Loaf came by. I think he might have left as soon as he saw your avatar, though. Brett,
goodness.
at least. I think Brett might have left when he saw you.
Yeah, it looks like he's gone now.
Abdullah.
He probably
by the
wanted
way,
to go chew on some seaweed or something.
Well,
Yeah, some algae. Thank you.
I think I heard him say something about mac and cheese.
Yeah, correct.
So, you know, that's
I forget that it's dugongs that would chew on seaweed.
That's right. Well, they're above the food chain. You need to understand seaweed is a little bit too evolved for Brett's palate. A seaweed requires that you have teeth of some sort in order to like grind it down a little bit. And let me just reassure you that both in the fictitious representation of Brett and in the real life representation of Brett, there's not a single tooth to be found within that maw. I promise you that much.
I actually have a short video on my channel, like where I actually imitate Brett, and I even wear sunglasses.
Have you seen Von Helton? Have you seen that other weirdo that Brett hangs around, Von Helton? One of my favorite clips of Brett of all time is when Brett and Von Helton, two weirdos with not a single tooth to be had between them, just sat there for like 15 minutes straight and talked about, oh yeah, I love not having any teeth in the situation. You know, it lets me eat as much ice cream as I want. I don't even get an ice cream headache. And Vaughn's like, yeah, that's right, Brett. Anyway, white pride worldwide. No, he didn't actually say that, but that's the impression I get from Von Helton.
Is Von Helton the one who couldn't pronounce Archaeopteryx? He said Opteropteryx.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. My brain died briefly after hearing that.
Well, let me ask you something right now, all right? When it comes to them Archaeopteryx, all right, like, what do you think about that when it comes to the fact that there ain't a whole lot of Archaeopteryx around there whatsoever?
Well, they're extinct, and their cousin species are what continued.
Aiden.
Yeah, the wacky smacky species. Yeah, that's totally real. That's totally legit.
Well, Aiden, Dustin wanted to say hi.
Opteropteryx, seriously.
Abdallah talks about Patrick Urish. He's the new guy who's taken over after the unfortunate death of Bill Sadi, Kent's health expert. And I wonder if that's the reason why some of his stuff is being taken down at YouTube, because of the different interesting.
Of course.
Aiden.
Genesis Baptist Church is basically defunct now.
Well, yeah, it doesn't actually exist as a YouTube channel, doesn't it? Or do you mean like the actual institution of Genesis Baptist Church?
Well, the channel is still up, but it hasn't had any new updates or posts in, I think we're coming up on 3 weeks now.
Well, and look at Dr. Dino. Like, the actual amount of subs that he has is like, what, 2,000 at this point? Something
I don't know. I don't care about that stuff.
It just, well, the reason why I say that is because it just goes to show how big his real audience is. And I mean, 2,000 subs is nothing to sneeze at. Don't get me wrong. I'm Mr. 26 subscribers over here telling, 2,000 subscribers. That ain't nothing in such a word. No, I obviously haven't gotten to that point. So it's easy for me to say that that's small beans. But when you claim to be literally 100 times that size.
Ew.
Mark Reed just blew it up in the chat. Oh my goodness.
Did
Erection?
No, Dustin Buck says, I got something for you, Big Bad Mama, but it's not a hug. And Mark Reed replies, is it an erection?
When it gets worse.
Oh no. You want to go to the mall later?
It's hard to find a good mall these days.
Dustin did say hi to me the other day. It was nice. I'm glad that Dustin said hello to me because I haven't spoken to him in a little bit, so it's good. I hope that you're doing well out there, Dustin.
Can you tell him I said hi?
Hey, Dustin. I just wanted to say, Logan says go fuck yourself. That's just a little message from
Aiden.
Logan to you.
Will you tell Dustin hi for me as well?
Yes, sure. Sorry, Claude. Am I overstepping my bounds here? I don't mean to.
That's fine. I've heard worse.
You've certainly heard worse things from better people.
I've heard it on the Proverbs Guy channel when they played a video with a guy, a comedian, using the word many, many times, and then Stump prayed about it after it. So it must be okay.
Yeah, Mark, you look like the Daredevil.
Really?
Yeah.
What about my little doggy there? That's Grace. She's a good girl.
I still love that short that Mark made of Dustin with the no, wait. Oh man, that was a classic.
I'd be happy to share that, but I want to see the other Mark's short where he was impersonating Brett Keane first.
Absolutely. I want to see that as well.
Oh yeah, it's on my my YouTube channel under the TikToks videos because it's a very short impression, but I think it's pretty funny.
Find it? How do we find it? What do we search for?
Oh, look up my Brett. I think it's like Brett Keane impression, and I remember the description. The description of the video says like the manatee has spoken. But
And is it Markness channel? Markness channel?
Markness 90s.
Okay, good. I can't wait.
Oh yeah.
I want to see it.
Oh yeah.
How long is it? How long is it to look at?
I think it's about 30 or so seconds, but hopefully it's action packed.
It's short.
A quick one is a good one, as they say. You know.
Oh yeah. I also do an imitation of Kent's voice too, and around at the end thought I sound like a Texas version of him.
What's your YouTube channel? Markness 97? Is that what you said?
90s, because I did that. I added that because I really love like 90s music and culture and anime and comics and stuff like that.
You know that guy Von Hunten? He believes in the gods of creation. He said that they gave him the power to fight against the storm.
Oh, but Bubblegum has way too much time on his hands.
Not bubblegum. Dude, you know what I did? I think it was a few months ago. I went on Proverbs because they were acting like they were going to have another open debate panel like they did with Kent and everything. So I went in there because Missing Mod was literally telling me that they wanted me in there. They wanted me in the show. So I obliged, unfortunately, and went on.
Oh, Bubblegum, like a.
It was Bubblegum and Sea Science Film Labs, and everybody else left. I kid you not, there was no moderation of that whatsoever. So it was just me, Sea Science Film Labs, and Bubblegum Gun. I mean, Hip Hop was also there, but I mean, he was kind of a bystander to everything that happened. But yeah,
they short. I found it.
I mean, like it's really bad when Hip Hop can't get a word in edgewise. Sorry, let's play.
I got that clip.
Oh, I gotta unmute it. Sorry, guys. Here, let me refresh.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brett Kane, and I have a bone to pick with Kent Hovind. Like, Kent, I really love you, man. Why are you getting so upset at me for listening to heavy metal music and cussing? Like, you know, you don't be such a fucking pussy. You're better than that shit.
It's great because I can hear those words coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, he's a potty mouth.
You do sound look like him.
I have a bone to pick.
He looks like Brett's son.
I really love you, man.
Yeah, I think I was even lying like on my stomach because like Brett.
This is legitimately what Brett used. This is legitimately what Brett used to look like 15 years ago. I kid you not. This is like a snapshot of what Brett used to look like.
Oh hey,
I remember. Oh, gross.
I also do an impression of Kent and also of Mark Barney Greenway of Napalm Death. All of that's a flattering one. Or
all right, here's Bustin' Duck.
You were the one that wrote those lines. Those lines. No. Yes, you were. Wait.
What?
No, God!
The dick.
It's two things that get me every time. It's two things in that every time that get me. And it's the stretch warp effect that he throws on Dustin when he goes, no! And there's also the end there with like the half a second of the Office theme. I don't know what it is about it, but it just gets me every single time that I watch it.
It's funny what Claude said on it.
Right? He's just a dick.
Biggest.
Oh, man.
Oh, we've got a call coming in from Greece, from Athens, I think it is. Let me think. Wait a minute. it's this guy Achilles. He was going on a round
I
the
don't blame
world
you.
tour, but they had to change it to across the world because it was flat. Is he there,
Yes, that
Achilles?
is right. That is right. Yes, hello, everybody. Yes, I was on a around the world tour, but then we had to stop at the ice wall. They tried to turn us away, and I had to go back because even with my 8,000 euro telescope, I could not see to the other side of the ice wall. I am here now, though. I'm on the cruise ship. What do you people want from me? Are you trying to waste my time again?
I don't blame you.
That is probably what is going on, honestly. They're just wasting my time. They're just trying to take it up with a bunch of nonsense like, oh, surely the earth is round. There's overwhelming scientific evidence to indicate.
Now, Achilles, Atheist Junior is on the chat, and he said he lost his shite last time he was on Proverbs stream.
I don't blame him.
But was it you that provoked that at all, Achilles? Or because you sort of make some rules, but then you break them yourself, don't you? Many occasions.
Well, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something right now, Claude. When Samson had the pillars pulled down from the temple, did he not ask God to do that first? He asked God to do that first because even though suicide is usually not okay, it is okay sometimes if you are a badass. So if it is that I am a badass, which it must be true, I mean, my name is Achilles, come on now. But it is an exception that is made in the Bible and real life for people because and also because of the fact that I am cool and you are stinky. So that is what it comes down to when it comes to the rules. I have my favorite Greek.
Because at one stage, Achilles, you implied that Mark Reed didn't have anything between his ears. You know, was that acceptable? Oh.
Well, I need to ask you. Are you familiar? He is an ancestor of yours. It is my favorite Greek philosopher, Testicles. Have you heard of Testicles before?
Yes, Testicles is a very strong type of guy, isn't he? And
it is right. He's very well rounded, you might say, in his philosophy.
In fact,
his views really.
The Greek name for balls is Testicles. Is that right? I'd be Claude Testicles if I lived in Greece. Is that right?
Well, it is the ancient Greek, which, as you will know from my conversation with Father Charles, ancient Greek and modern Greek are exactly the same, even though they literally probably are not. Yeah, it is true that if you translate Achilles from Greek to English, you will get super awesome, cool, fucking badass genius. That is the direct translation from Achilles to English.
Achilles, when are you going to take me out again? This is your telescope.
If you want to be taken out
anymore.
If you want to be taken out somewhere, then you need only ask, and maybe you can be my Patroclus for a night, if you know what I am saying, yes.
But all you ever talk about anymore is this ark you're trying to catch.
It is a spaceship, that's right. It's a magic spaceship, and it has 80s style flashy glowy lights all around it. That is right. And when it comes down, it sounds like and that is when you know, when you hear that noise, that it is the end of the world. Is when you hear that is how you will know.
We have a liar in the chat.
Oh,
Achilles.
And no doubt a mocker
never
too.
shown me to you. It's just
No doubt also a mocker showed me the telescope. It's pretty impressive. Well, I mean, listen, missing mode. I don't mean to be rude, but you are one of the
You've
last
never
women I
seen
would
me.
ever show my telescope to. I am sorry. My
You see me now.
telescope is very impressive, but it is for some women only. You must understand, I
now?
do not want the sexually transmitted demon. I see no and now. That is right. That is right. I see no and now.
Is it true that you invite people to look at your telescope? After a date?
I take them to my balcony. That is right, and I show them my telescope.
And is it one of those extending ones, or does it extend?
Well, it depends on who I am in front of. If it was somebody like missing mode, the telescope would get stuck. It would not extend. But if it was somebody like maybe I don't know you, Claude Bawles, it would extend in no time. Don't you worry.
Or maybe shrivel up.
Well, I need to show you the proof of the flat Earth, and the only way you can find it is by looking at my telescope.
I'm right here.
Is it RoboKent?
Aiden.
RoboKent. Oh, no.
Is this? Oh, it's Achilles' telescope. Oh my gosh!
Biological Kent, bad enough.
Nano Kent, Cyber Kent. Yes, hello,
both
Gangsters.
AJ.
I got the clip of you versus Sea Science and the other guys.
The things he looks at the sky with. I mean, if he looks at the sky with his telescope missing mod, then you should tell him that he shouldn't do that. I mean, prolonged exposure outdoors can lead to a myriad of different infections and diseases. So I'd really recommend that you tell him to keep his telescope inside.
We only look at the sun.
Is it true, Achilles, that if I come to your house, you can take me to Evan with your telescope?
I will show you the very finest bits of the firmament. It will be the telescope will show the firmament that I will show you. It will be fantastic. It maybe only lasts for 37 seconds, but that's all you really need, honestly, in order to get the full telescope experience.
Which is your favorite planet to look at, Achilles? Of all the planets, which one?
Uranus is very easily the very best, and it is the one we will be looking at that night.
Was that too obvious?
We also like staring
really?
at the sun. Staring at the sun is the best.
Hovind Punk 2077.
And what is that? I can hear some voice. Is that the telescope speaking to us?
That's Achilles. That's Achilles' telescope. He's trying to speak to us right now.
Yes, this is Achilles' telescope.
Please enlighten us, Achilles' telescope. What are some of the things that you've seen?
The sun and Uranus.
Wow,
Oh,
you've seen the sun's. You've seen the sun's Uranus. Wow, that's quite
No,
okay.
the sun's Uranus.
Sounds like something Genguro Takame would be interested in.
For some people,
Mod showed me the missing mod.
Aiden. Are you there?
yes, guys.
Aiden,
Go ahead. I gotta keep myself muted here for a little bit, but I'll be listening.
I got a clip of you versus Sea Science and the hip hop guy.
Oh, he can't talk back. He's muted himself for a while, so we'll have to sort of change tack a bit in the meantime. This is going to be hard. So I see Dan is in the comments.
Listen, all right. I know that you guys are all about. Oh yeah, we're on a roll right now, and we need to keep this going because this is really funny. But
I mean, the ultimate test of any performer, Claude, is to just throw them right in the middle of it. Just give them half a paddle, and throw them right into the deep end, and see, are you going to sink or are you going to swim? Let's see, Claude. I'm going to mute, and the rest of it's up to you, buddy. You go.
Well, I can't. Yes.
Take it away, maestro.
Achilles.
There you go.
There's no man like Achilles.
Everybody snap their fingers in perfect unison, even though there'll be an obvious delay.
Snap your fingers, snap your neck.
Wow, that got really violent. Can you?
I thought.
Can you?
Yeah, that got dark quick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just thought of.
You should apologize.
A song by Prong that's called "Snap Your Fingers, Snap Your Neck."
Wow, yeah, okay. It was made by somebody else, so it's okay that I just totally alluded to the murder on somebody else's stream. Yeah, whatever, buddy. Whatever. That's perfectly fine. It's fine. Now, what else do you want to talk about? What else do you want to talk about? You want to talk about the genocide in Rwanda while we're talking about really dark topics, huh, buddy? And we're gonna get onto that too, because you just really enjoy the depravity of man, don't you, buddy?
Well, you're wound up today,
really.
Aren't you, Aiden?
No, I just haven't been around for a while, so I've got I got a lot of tension I've got to release, and I don't have Achilles' telescope to release it with. So I've got to make do with what I've got. All right.
And I guess maybe my reference to Prong may have not been a good one.
It was in character. Don't worry.
Oh, good
Wait,
to know.
Was Achilles' telescope here?
Achilles' telescope gains sentience. That's right. He's like the steering wheel from Transformers. Like from the first Transformers movie from 2007, where like the steering wheel transforms and it like jumps at the woman and starts suffocating her. And then like when you think about that scene for longer than half a second, you're like, what actual like real utility would a Transformer have as a steering wheel? Like beyond that literal one very niche application. Why would you become at least the Xbox Transformer made sense, because you could be an Xbox in a whole bunch of different situations. Please tell me how natural it would look if, there's just a steering wheel next to my coat rack now. There's a steering wheel underneath my television. Like, you can't do anything with that.
I was talking about my telescope, but I was not talking about the Transformers.
Hello, Penjeet Achilles. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hello, yes, I come from the Greece, India. It is a part of India. So I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop.
So we're just goofing off here, having fun, being silly, and Dan's ready to head out because he's looking for some better content. However, earlier today, when we were on Gangster's show, he sure was happy to stick around. Or was that Chuck's show? That was Chuck's show. Yeah, he stuck around for that. He stuck around
Dan
for that.
Could go to his natural habitat, which is Proverbs, guys. So
I know what kind of content Dan is looking for, and he is looking for controversy. Ooh. That's
wow, Mr. Mod's gonna rip your head off in the chat now. I can see it already. I can see the 10 paragraphs.
I have the start of an Achilles song. Achilles is a Greek who loves Hovind and will defend him to the end. If allowed to speak, he will go on for a week and never get to the end. That's a song that's actually set to a famous song from Diana and the Golden Apples. Yeah, just remember that as a children's story. So there we go.
Beautiful,
just to change things. But no, Dan, if you want to make snide comments, go to Stephen's show and do that. Funny listening. If you don't know, we're having fun here today. It's not getting too serious, but you can go and spread the word or whatever else you spread elsewhere.
Well, Dan, all I really have to say is
my sentiments exactly, Claude.
You're gonna fart next, Claude, or are you gonna do a?
Well, that was only a one technique after we had heard Achilles. And just before I was gonna finish, it starts up again.
What was that? What was that sound?
What was that?
Just you so taken aback.
Ban him.
Ban him. That is right. Get rid of him. Yes. Take him to the back alley, kill him, throw him in the ditch. That is right. All right, Mark, I told you you're supposed to challenge the colostomy bag off the stream, dude. You're supposed to change that off stream, and now I've got to embarrass you by bringing up all the fact that Mark shits into a colostomy bag every single day. Look what you've done. Look what you've done. Oh no. Was that Achilles' telescope?
Instead of the spaghetti incident, the colostomy bag incident.
Oh no, the colostomy bag incident. Where's the Wikipedia page when you need one, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, we should make
can you write a Wikipedia page on that?
Wikipedia entry on that.
There needs to be a Wikipedia for this community, it feels like, at this point. There's so much lore and backstory.
Oh,
and, like,
yeah.
If we get new blood into this community, we're literally gonna have to like take them and MK Ultra style, just like lock them in a room and force feed them a bunch of really hard drugs and just make them watch all of the content that we've experienced, because that's really the only way to get them properly caught up to speed at this point. You can't just sit there and explain everything that's happened. You got to make them feel it, man. Yeah. You got to make them experience it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got to ride the wave, bro.
Yeah.
You know.
Indoctrinate them. Just kidding.
That's right. It's like a conspiracy, man.
Well, for your kids' Christmas presents, you can buy my videos and like educate them and pay them $5,000 to watch.
Yes, or you can spend only a few dollars on a Beatles song to listen to how you can rape whoever you want and do whatever you want, whenever you want. I mean, like, that's just a couple of dollars. So, I mean, like, which investment do you really want to make? Do you want Kent Hovind's boring, endless seminars, or do you want Paul McCartney's non-existent endorsement of rape? I mean, which one do you really want?
Well, I want video DVD number 5. That's the one I'm after.
Well, that's the one you're never going to get, Claude, all right? I'll tell you what, maybe you and Achilles can watch DVD number 5 after you see his telescope. That can be your cuddle session afterward.
Hey, Ken, are you still angry at R and Ra?
Oh, the sun god. Well, let me tell you right now, as far as Aaron Ra is concerned, he doesn't even need to go to hell. He's already there every single time he's in a debate with me. So that's everything you need. No, Ken would never say something that clever. He'd never say something that clever. That's totally out of character for him. I'm sorry, audience.
Yeah. That's all right. We'll forgive you.
One thing I would like to ask Ken is like,
shut up, Mark. Shut up, Mark Soundboard. I don't need it. I don't need it, Mark Soundboard. All right, you can just shove it. You know what you need, Mark, really badly? You need some of like the circus music. Like not the generic one, but like the do 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 for the next time there's like a big fight or argument. Yeah, something like that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
The merry-go-round down is that should be the theme for young Earth creationism in general.
Today on Claude Show. You know, like that's what I hear, like the 50s narrator that's got a big corncob pipe in his mouth while he's narrating it, because you just know when it comes to the guys that narrated like this with this like mid-Atlantic accent, they were just getting it all the time. They were getting it way more than Achilles with his telescope, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, and one thing I would like to ask Ken seriously is he says he hates video games, but in Doom you kill demons and stuff. So wouldn't he be happy about that?
I mean, like, I've said it before, I'll say it again. His pearl clutching about video games and all that garbage is entirely cultural. If the cultural zeitgeist for Christianity was more in favor of video games in an alternate universe, then there's an alternate universe Kent that's going, I love Doom, it's great, it's really good. You gotta kill a bunch of demons? I mean, what's the problem with that? I can totally see it, because Kent isn't somebody that actually has original ideas. When you look into his actual talking points, there's never an actual original thought behind any of them. There's always somebody else to be found that has already made this circular reasoning-esque argument, and it's honestly an exercise in futility trying to find an original Kent Hovind argument. They're about as original as his jokes. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. He a lot when he laughs, like you can tell, like he's really hoping someone will laugh along with him, and they won't, and then he's getting upset.
It's like he's looking to his audience for approval.
Yeah, and he's waiting for them to go or.
Well, it's funny sometimes the jokes, a bit like mine, they fall flat. And there is one channel that listens to Kent's videos, and they have to have a drink every time he makes a point that's wrong. They have a drink every time he gets a point that's right, and they have a drink every time a joke falls flat. And of course, they're very drunk by the end of it. Does anybody know the channel I'm talking about?
That is a scary idea. I do not.
Yeah.
However, my phone's about to die, so I've got to go. Well, I've got to go because my phone's about to die. I guess it took the Kent Hovind drinking game challenge because he was literally on death's door. Anyways, I'll talk with you guys later. It's great being on
Thanks,
your
guys. Yeah.
Have a good night.
I'll suit myself.
Yes, Simon in the comments says, I've only been half listening as it's 2:30 a.m. over in the UK. WTF? And I can quite understand that. I don't know what it's been about either, but it's been fun.
It's been fun. Hey, it's the happy stream, right? The happy hangout.
It was today, not always.
Everybody's got a grin on their face, and you know you do. So, but yeah, I'm about to check out too. Claude, thanks for letting me come and.
I'm going to wrap it up in a few minutes.
Be a goof.
Anyway,
thanks for letting me in, Claude. I need to do this more.
Yeah, I appreciate your support in the comments. And I mean, if somebody
indeed.
wants to run another show today, that would, that's fine too. But for me, I have to go at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's been really nice.
I will apologize that when I came in and I had all those audio problems. I'm very sorry about that.
You're not allowed to apologize. There's no saying sorry. Ghost is not allowed to apologize. You're not allowed to apologize.
All right. I'll make a note of it. But I definitely look forward to more of these kind of talks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Claude. Sorry.
Don't you say sorry. I will. Okay. Good to talk, everybody. See you again. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night.